Sample collection at Teku Hospital in Kathmandu starts at 10 in the morning. Now, the moment I entered the hospital, I was greeted with this huge crowd of people, and everyone here had come to get themselves tested for the coronavirus. As I walked ahead, I saw a greater number of people and that many different queues. I could not figure out where the queues started or where they ended. I seriously did not know which one I should start with. Finally, after asking some people around, I got a clue and joined one of the many different queues there. From here on, it was all about waiting in long lines. Now, for me, it was not at all a problem to wait in queues, but to wait in queues with the sun scorching right above you with its maximum intensity definitely was. Luckily, I had carried an umbrella with me, and trust me, it was a lifesaver. Moving on with the advancing queue, it led me to a counter of two doctors who measured my body temperature for fever, and they asked me if I had any travel history or if I had come in contact with someone who had. All those people with a normal body temperature and no travel history were given a green card, and those with a travel history or a high body temperature were given the red ones. Since I had none, they gave me a green card with my body temperature written on it. After that, the never-ending tale of waiting in queues progressed in full swing, and this time the queue guided me to the ticket counter where I had to pay the fees for the test and was given a blank book of prescription soon to be filled out by a doctor. They charged me 30 rupees in total. Now, just so you know, the government is providing these testing kits for free. I just had to pay the minimal fees of the hospital to get the test done. The next line I was in showed me to a bench of two doctors who inquired why I wanted to get the test done. I explained them my medical condition and they agreed to get me tested. I was then asked to go to the booth in front of the emergency ward to fill out a form which consisted of my contact information and my whereabouts. I, along with other patients who were there, were not allowed to fill out the forms ourselves, but the doctors in charge there did the task on behalf of us. From there, we were sent to the testing booth where PCR as well as RDT tests were being carried out. This here is a clip of a doctor carrying out an RDT test. Since I was here for the PCR test and not the RDT one, I went outside and joined 20 to 25 other people who were already waiting outside the testing booth for the PCR test. Now up to this point, social distancing was somewhat observed, but from here, there was no discipline in the crowd and people waited in front of the testing booth literally in packs. Now after having waited for some 20 minutes, a medical professional came and she gave each of us a testing kit and a swabbing bud. The next one was the last queue of the day and our swab samples were collected by a medical professional standing behind a contactless sample collecting booth. So the reports came and thankfully it was negative. Now I know I did not have the virus or any symptoms whatsoever, but still until the reports came, however little, but there was maybe a 10 to 15% chance of me actually having the virus. Now talking about my experience, it was okay at the best. I mean, it wasn't the best of the experiences I could have had. For starters, the crowd management there was horrible. There were about 200 people, and there simply wasn't enough space to accommodate all those people while maintaining the social distancing guidelines. You can do all the math, but there just isn't a way to accommodate all those 200 odd people in such a tight space with maintaining a meter distance between two people. There were queues literally overlapping one another, and the worst part was when vehicles and ambulances kept coming in like every 45 minutes, and each time that they came, the queues had to be broken in order to make way for the incoming vehicle. And since there wasn't much space to move around, there definitely was contact happening between all those people standing in queues. Another sad thing was seeing people from the government and high ranking persons from the military misusing the uniforms and power. So I had reached the hospital at 10 in the morning and left exactly at 1:15 in the afternoon, and all the other people there had the same routine. We had been standing there for like 3 hours continuously without a break under the sun in such hot weather conditions. And then there were these people from the military who came in, gave their samples, and left in just like 5 minutes. There was no queue for them, and they did not even have to go to the counter and pay the fees. The doctors gave them this special treatment and treated them as if their lives valued more than the common people's. Now, I understand this is politics, but what I feel is these kind of political things should not happen, at least in healthcare sector. People with power have to understand their responsibilities and refrain themselves from doing these kind of things. Next were these people from the press who actually caused a little bit of hindrance to the people waiting in queues. They were trying to film how the testing was being done, and it caused a little problem to those waiting in lines. And there was, for a brief moment, an argument that had broken out between the two parties, and finally the press were asked to leave, and they did. So even if one is not infected from the virus, there is a high chance that they might get infected while getting tested. The person who was collecting the samples was not sanitizing his gloves properly. I understand it is not practically possible to change the gloves after every collection, but to sanitize it well was the least that the medical professional who was collecting the samples could have done. Collecting the swab samples required the person to poke into people's throats, which was causing them to cough, and it is very likely for the cough to get settled on the gloves of the sample collector. And since he was not sanitizing it properly after each collection, it could very well be a major path for the virus to spread, infecting even those who were earlier unaffected. So this was all about my experience, about what I felt and experienced at the time of my testing. It might not be the same for all. I mean, it depends on each individual. It differs from person to person. And this coronavirus crisis was unprecedented, and no one saw it coming. So there was very little time for the government and the hospitals to react and to prepare themselves. And rather than just criticizing them, I would also like to take a moment and thank them and appreciate them for all that they've done. I hope they continue doing the good work and we soon succeed in containing the virus and maybe even try to learn to live with it. And the only way to do that is by following the lockdown rules and staying at home. So thank you, bye bye, stay home, stay safe.